Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We are just getting started. So welcome everyone to the stream. We're just getting started here at the end of practice. We're currently about to do a practice start. So right now we're just doing a practice race start. So we're going to do a formation lap here, and then we've got a safety car at the front of the field. They're going to pull off into the pit lane, and we are going to do practice start. For this practice start, we're going to be at the back of the pack. So as we get to the final sector here for the practice start. So here we are for the practice start. There's a really nasty bump there. It's been absolute carnage. Go bump up the back. Ooh, take out behind. So yeah, good bit of practice here for what the opening lap of the race could be. We're going to have a safety... As very promising for the start of the actual race. Yeah, so we're under practice safety car procedure at the moment. We have to go 100. We have to go 100 kilometers until we catch the safety car. So we're just waiting until we catch up to the safety car. So now I've been told... So now we've been told we can do about 120 on the procedure since it is taking a little while to catch up. I just seen the safety car there in front of us. Yeah, there it is. So we're slowing down a bit more. So in this theoretical practice race, we'd be P5. So this will probably be our final lap under practice conditions, and we'll have a couple of minutes before quali starts. It'll be quite a busy track. There's nearly 30 cars. It looks like they've crashed under safety car. So we've got to call it safety car will be in this lap. Oof. That really bunched up much more than I thought it would. Yeah, so that's the end of this. Right, so qualifying. I think we're going to want softs. Right, here we are then for qualifying. Not too sure what to think going into this. As I've been away in England, away from home for nearly 2 weeks now, I've not had any practice in a while, feeling a little bit rusty. Just being in my own rig is actually a little bit rusty, to be honest, a little bit odd. Yeah, well, just wait a minute. As I said, track's gonna be very busy. We have 28 people for this race. Forgot to check what the track temp was. See how I'll do on the tires. Soft tires do, as we've seen in practice, the mediums were overheating a bit, so the softs will be the same as well. and if anything, they'll be even worse. Got a nice bit of space behind us, so I'm going to back up into a bit. I know it's going to be very cramped in front. I'm actually surprised the field's not backed up as much as I thought it would. Must not be a lot of track position though for the first 10 odd cars, I'd say. Tire pressures are a little bit low, but temperatures are good. Let's go for our first flying lap. Lovely bit of track position as we go on to start this lap. This is my first quali push lap since before in about 2 weeks. Now we can get down to the 110s. Very messy left-hander there. You can see how much the tires are overheating already. Very bumpy track this, Long Beach. Bit of traffic in front. Rear stepping out massively there through the long left-hander. Missed the DRS button, cost a little bit of time, but it's a 112.5, which isn't too great for an opening lap. Gonna back it off, try and get a bit of free air again and let the tires cool down. Got a little bit of space behind to back up into, but definitely more time in that lap. Did have a very messy left-hander here in the middle sector. Got to get about 10 seconds behind. Can back up into. And of course we'll have to adjust fuel for the next run because we were doing the practice laps. The fuel estimations were far from accurate. So as we come around the hairpin, we're going to race start another lap. Try and be a little bit braver into T1, too much curb. Through the fountain section. Got a bit of traffic in front, hopefully they don't hold us up. Good run past the fountain. Car moves out of the way. Slightly missed my reference point for this right-hander. Just being slightly distracted. 7 tenths up now. Heading down the back straight. Gotta get a little bit of traffic here into the hairpin. Yeah, that cost me like half a second. Get on the DRS. Might as well go for another lap here while I've got the free air. A couple of cars coming out of the pits. Then let's go through, gaining a little bit of time in T1. Of course, going to be very slidey for this lap. With how hot the tyres are. A little bit wide for the apex there. Car sliding around on exit. Trying to put the power down. Sliding through that right-hander as well. Getting a little bit of time back through that right-hander. A little bit tidier. Right up to the wall there. Much better into the hairpin here, not having any traffic. Second up on the time. Tires didn't feel too bad, still got free air, so actually just gonna continue to push. And a little bit too quickly there. Back down to even on Delta, and you can see the tire's getting really hot now. Sliding around really not helping, and tires feel a little bit too hot really at this stage to get proper lap out of them. Just sliding through the left-hander here. So yeah, no improvement on this lap. And we'll pull to a stop to head in back to the pits. Got 11 minutes left. Go and take out some fuel. Let's do 4 laps. Yeah, let's try 4 laps of fuel. We're just under a second off with 10th in the first sector. Go see if I can change the delta on the HUD. See if I can get delta to the time I set in practice a couple of weeks ago, which was a 10.6, I believe. So about 0.6 quicker. Just see where I'm losing that time. Of course, track temps probably not quite what I practiced with. Probably a little bit warmer, I imagine, which will not be helping. Over the hairpin we go. In turn 1 that fell a little bit cautiously. Oh, just losing the rear end for the car there. Really messing that up. So I'll have to go again. That one car through, not ideal track position here. Got a car behind it, we'll have to let through. Good. Let them through here. Current pull time getting into the 109s. I know for a fact I won't be able to get down to that time myself. I'd just like to be within a second. 200 separating the top two at the moment. But here we go. Let's try not to mess this lap up at turn 1. Drop down to P12 in the order at the moment. Traffic thankfully gets out of the way for us. 10th down at the moment. A little bit quickly to that left-hander, car sliding around, which won't help the tyres. By a 10th down on our time so far. Ah, big snap from the rear end. Gonna try and go for another lap. Should be able to do a cool lap and one more flying lap after this flying lap. Just gotta be careful of the tyres. They just don't quite feel ready for this lap. Well, when I say ready, overheating. Slight tap on the wall. Just getting understeer from the tire overheating. Yeah, so 9/10 off on this lap. 11:55. That's 9/10 off of my personal best that I did in practice. So yeah, we were on for a good lap there. I'm gonna try. This is a little bit risky, but I'm gonna try and take a bit of ride height out of the car just to try and get a bit more pace. Gonna take out a liter of fuel as well. Just under 5 minutes left in session, still sitting P12. Oh. Horrible bit of traffic to be rejoining into. Looks like got a nice bit cleaner behind then, so we'll just take it easy on this out lap. Cars in front getting quite bunched up. One of them aborting their lap. Four minutes left in the session. Go have to push a little bit just to have a car creeping up behind us. But don't want to push too hard into the cars in front of us. Right, so away we go for another lap. little bit cautiously into turn 1. A little deep into the fountain. Been an amazing lap so far. Clawing back some time though. Remember, this isn't our personal best for the Delta. This is the fastest time I did in practice a couple of weeks ago, which is a 10.6. Deep into the hairpin. Yeah, that cost me a lot of time. We'll go for another lap, just of over 2 minutes, so we've time and fuel for 2 more laps. But if this lap isn't going well, I'll need to abort it to let the tires cool. So effectively I have 1 more push lap that I can commit to. Just losing the rear end. So yeah, we'll have to just ease it off, let the tires cool down, especially after that half spin. Bit of a gap here. Really just need to take it easy with the tires. One minute left to get back round to the line, which is plenty of time with where we are on the track. Go take this bit of track position here. Let's go. Final lap. Drag ourselves up towards the top 10. Losing the rear end there once again, but managed to hold on to the car. Checkered flag is out for the session. Car in front bails on their lap, which is quite useful. Four tenths down on our delta of a 10.6. Left-hander car sliding a little bit. It is going to be a personal best, but not by much. It's going to be about a tenth quicker. Gets us up to 13th and 11.1. .3 seconds off of the pool time. Let's have a look at the sectors. That's frustrating. There's at least 3 tenths left in it, which we've got us up a couple of positions. Personal best from practice would put me into P8. But yeah, looks like we'll be starting P3 sorry, P13 this race. Just got changed to the race setup. Yeah, gotta raise the car. No, I'll keep it low. It felt alright. Didn't feel any worse on the bumps than it did previously. So, we have to wait a minute and a bit before we head on to the grid. And then once we're on the grid, we'll have another couple of minutes and we'll have 2 formation laps before the race. Then we'll get away with the double file rolling start. Looks like, unfortunately, 5 cars have bailed out, which is disappointing. When you say green, green, green on the restarts, is that when overtaking is allowed, or wait till the line? Okay. Thank you. Just getting a bit of clarification there on the restart procedure and when you can overtake. As we wait, we have 4 and a bit minutes till the start of the race. Gonna be starting on the inside for turn 1. Do they count the long right-handers turn 1? I don't remember. But let's say outside for turn 1, the left-hander. I expect I won't need 65 litres, so we'll put in 55. We have to run 2 different compounds this race, so we're going to start in the mediums, which is probably the ideal tire. Go as far as we can into the race. We don't know how many safety cars there's going to be, because, of course, safety cars are going to save fuel. And then it'll be a slightly shorter stint at the end. Track temp's up at 36 degrees, which is much warmer than I'm practiced with. Gonna be very difficult on the soft tire to manage it, and the temperatures. It's gonna be very warm. Remember, you have to use 2 different compounds. Bit of strategy discussion going on in the VC while we wait. So just under 2 minutes now till... I'm still annoyed a bit from qualifying. Messing up that lap that was about 0.3 quicker than what I managed in the end. So... Right, so we will have to wait a couple of moments for the safety car to get into position for the formation laps. So... Lights go out. One of the safety cars will make their way to the front. And then we'll get underway for the formation lap. This safety car disconnected. So for the safety car coming through. And now the safety car back in front of the queue. Tires very cold now. Doesn't help that the formation lap was a bit slower than initially intended. Come to almost a dead standstill at the hairpin. Just with how tight it is, double file. It's going to make for a very interesting start. So we're half a lap away from start. Hopefully it'll be a clean start. Hopefully can get through the hairpin all right. And we're green. I have the hairpin. Things are going to spread out a little bit. At least we're through the hairpin cleanly. Car spinning across track. Still green flag. Looks like up to P11, keeping it clean off the start. Bit of a car park there, don't know what happened. Oh, trying to drive into a wall myself. That puts us up to P7. There's that bump through turn 1. I need to change my delta. So it's not a qualifying delta. Car in front struggling with lockups. This is a long race. Things have settled down. So yeah, we're up 6 positions from chaos on the opening lap. But with the bumpiness of this track, the tires will eventually overheat. Once they start overheating, the tires will slide more and cause them to overheat even further. A little bit of front wing damage. Just go put on damage repair just in case, while I remember. Damage is set to full for this race, so it will have an effect. So currently 12.5 seconds off the lead. practically matching the lap time of the car in front. A little bit deep into turn 1. Getting downshift protection, which isn't ideal. Really threw me out of my rhythm. Can see how the tires are overheating with this scrappy lap. Car behind's starting to close in. They are on a soft tire though, so their tires should be overheating. They should be struggling. They have a car on the hard tire. A couple of cars in front. So just finding a nice little rhythm now. Important to keep focusing to not make any mistakes. Very easily done around here. How bumpy the track is. How the tires overheat. Welcome, Kiki. Track is so busy, hard to get a moment to think. Let's see, I want to try and see if we can close in on the hard runner in front. The track conditions being as hot as they are should help the hard runner. But the tires might still be a bit cool. Do seem to be a little bit quicker than them, but it's only about a few tenths a lap. And they are about 4 seconds up the road. Just noticed we have a massive gap behind. The car that was running soft tires probably made a mistake, struggling with the tires as they overheat in these very warm conditions. You can see how warm the mediums are. Softs will be even warmer than that. Even more of a struggle. I'm alright, Kiki. Safety cars being deployed. A couple of cars spun. I think that was the leader, the pole sitter. That was spun in front of us. I think they got caught up in an instant with the lapped car. So yeah, we have our first safety car of the race. So yeah, safety car will be at pit exit, waiting to pick up the leader. Can we do a rain dance? Unfortunately, there is rain in Assetto Corsa, but it's quite modded, so it won't be used in online. So we have a very sunny day here at Long Beach. Be interesting to see if anyone goes for the pit lane. I think someone forgot about the speed limit under safety car. Just got to sneak in front of them. That was a little bit cheeky, but they are a lap down. We're exiting the pits. So that is the queue in front of us. So we're currently on lap 10 of 75 if you exclude the two formation laps that we had. Still a very long way to go in this race. Still have 65 laps. We're under our first safety car period of the race. Having qualified P13, we're up to P7 after some lap 1 carnage. So we're just waiting for the field to bunch up under safety car. Of course, this does give us an opportunity. In front we do have a car on the hard tyre. And everyone's tyres will be cooled. Through the hairpin. Our Everything bunching up. Yeah, so we don't know how much damage the car in front of us has. Of course, they got caught up in the incident that caused the safety car. Getting confirmation. Safety car's in this lap. So we'll get racing again at the end of this lap. I'll be a bit of caution on the cold tires, making sure not to get involved in another incident. Always the likelihood of an incident through turn 1. There is a very nasty bump that caused a big incident off the start. Thankfully behind us we have a couple of lapped cars. Brake warming, I don't think it's too effective in Assetto Corsa. So again, right here for the restart. Hard Tire Runner does have a lapped car in front of them. And when we go for the start, or for the restart I should say, there's that big bump. Just try and keep it clean. And safety cars have been redeployed. So as I say, safety car sprayed safety cars. We got barely half a lap before safety car was called back out. But we have got up to P6 now from that. Hopefully it won't take as long to bunch the field up this time. Well, it shouldn't do, since everyone's technically already bunched up. Pit lane is open under the safety car at all times. There's safety car now at the front of the train. So currently on lap. I'll just count the formation laps because it's easier, that's what the HUD says. Lap 15 of 77. Up into P6 now. That was very odd. That looked like a big moment. Well, it has gained us a position. Because safety car's a little longer. Obviously that crash not helping means kind of a few people have to bunch up again. So we're up to P5. Safety car should now be in at the end of this lap. So once again, we still have one lapped car behind us. I think there's a bit of contact further back in the field. Yeah, we'll be getting ready for our second restart. Hopefully it'll be cleaner than the first one. Safety car peels off. And away we go. Still have one lapped car in this train in front of us. So do have to be a little bit careful. Get the tyres back up to temperature. Putting pressure on car in front. Getting a little bit of a gap behind thanks to the lapped car. And safety car's being called again. So we're under our third safety car. Well, we got round one lap that time. Yeah, we've got a few lapped cars in the pack. There is no wave by for this, so they, you know, stay where they are. I don't know how well I see models' tires going through heat cycles. If the race continues on like this, we'll be able to make a good way into the race. The only problem with all these safety cars is means the race is taking quite a while, and it didn't start on time. It was about 50 minutes delayed. There had to be a server restart. So it was, yeah, schedule was 50 minutes behind, which I didn't mind too much. It meant that I actually got a bit of time to practice after getting home off the ferry today, which was nice. Obviously being away for 2 weeks, getting it back into my rig with my own setup felt quite weird. I had done a bit of driving with where I was staying. They had their own, rig, but Logitech stuff very different to the Fanatec stuff I have. It's like the brake, getting used to the load cell again. Just the texture on the grips of the wheel. Sort of felt very unusual to me, and yeah, it took a little bit of getting used to. Oh, easily. I mean, this is a direct drive wheel. The Logitech, it's not the new Logitech, it's a G25 or 29, one of those gear-driven ones. Very weak. Yeah, I don't have much good to say about it, to be honest. I think something's happened further back in the pack. We're going to go for one more lap under safety car here. Just take us to lap 22 of 77. That will leave 55 laps remaining in the race. We've practically just had 10 laps under safety car now. Yeah, I mean, when I was using the Logitech, it had very little feeling. Bear in mind, the 3 games I played was BeamNG, which doesn't have the greatest force feedbacks to begin with. Art of Rally, which isn't really... Art of Rally, which isn't really designed to be played on wheel. It's very much meant to be a controller game. And... what was the other one? Gran Turismo 7, which also felt kind of crap, to be honest. Felt like it had very little force feedback, very little detail. Yeah, safety car should be in at the end of this lap, so we'll be getting back underway. So we're going to go for our third restart here. Hopefully we'll get more than a lap of green flag action. There we go. For the restart. Clean so far. Nearly that car run out to that outside wall. Putting pressure on the car in front again, but under a bit of pressure this time since we've no lapped car behind us, sort of protecting us. Alright, one clean lap of racing. Struggling with straight line speed here down into turn 1. Gotta lose a place from that. I am running very high aero, max aero in fact. So struggling for straight line speed there. Oh, a big slide through the right-hander. It's gonna leave me vulnerable here. Might be falling back to P7. And yeah, I have to slot back in line. Bit of a gap back now. Have a lapped car holding people up. Car out wide. Change of position in front. Not getting a great exit out of the hairpin. Bit of a lock up. Tires definitely up to temperature now. Gotta be careful to not overheat them. Ah, I'm deep there. Like, I think I got away with just some wing damage. Tires just overheating. Give me a bit of understeer. We've got a safety car deployed. Yes, so we had an incident involving the cones. So we're now in lap 27 of 77. So we still have 50 laps to go. I don't know how long we are into the race. In fact, I might run out of recording space or PC storage to record the stream before this race finishes at this rate. But yes, we're under the fourth safety car now. Noticed a lot of cars behind have already made a pit stop. I I'm actually getting quite annoyed with the safety car because I'm quite hungry. I haven't had anything to eat all day. So I would like to go get some food. Being under safety car isn't helping with that. So we're still a little bit away from a half race distance. Another annoying thing with this safety car is we had a nice gap to the cars behind. And we are not going to have that gap. You can see, it looks like pretty much all of the lapped cars have been filtered out of this train. 1, 2, 4, 2. There's 8 cars in front. There should only be 7, so there still seems to be a lapped car in the field in front. Request a red flag. Nah, I want to get the race over and done with. If it's a red flag, I'd have to really rush my food. And I have to figure out what I'm going to eat as well. I've no idea. I've not been here for nearly 2 weeks. So takeaway? No, too expensive. Alright, safety car's gonna be in this lap. No, geeky. Anyway, I've already technically had takeaway the last couple of nights. I thought this race was going to be done about 10 o'clock and we're coming up to 9:30 and we're not even halfway through. It's going to be closer to 11 that it's finished. Ooh! Car spun. Although it looked like it was the lapped car that was in the pack. Yeah, I lapped the car and the train spun and just left. Right, here we go. Oh dear. Big crash in the background as things concertinaed up. Very bunched up in front. Car nearly into the wall, so that's going to give us free position. It's getting quite messy here. Car's trying to come back around the outside. Oh! Things got very tight through the final hairpin, but we've all got through. Nearly squeezed me into the wall. We've not lost any positions off that restart, which is the main thing. Nearly turned into that wall. Oh, a big snap there. Yeah, a bit of a crap hairpin there. Oh, a couple of cars nearly into the wall. Car in front's had a bit of a poor couple of laps since the restart. Tires already starting to overheat again. If we can get a good run here. I got a bit of wheel spin. Had to go over the throttle to not spin the car. Yeah, really struggling with the hairpin to stay close enough for a potential move into T1. getting into another good rhythm of the race. Car in front heads to pit lane. We are nearing the halfway mark. Starting lap 35 of 77. They seem to be a little bit quicker than the car in front. Got a gap to the cars behind as well now, which is nice. Oh, big slide through there. Managed to gather the car up, but it did lose us quite a bit of time. See how snappy the car is. Just trying to get into a more comfortable rhythm to put some pressure on the car in front again. Oh, car in the wall at the hairpin. It's a lapped car though. Car in front looks like they've gone to a bit of a better rhythm. Nearly lost the car trying to put the power down that time. Been a little bit quicker than the car in front for the last couple of laps, but only by a tenth or two. Downshift protection. Both of us are sliding around. Approaching another back marker. We look to be in the wall a bit there. I just didn't know what they were doing and wanted to leave them a lot of space so they didn't drive into the side of me. Left them too much space to put myself into the wall. That's frustrating. Yeah, that lost us a good chunk of time, and I've got a bit of damage again. Start making some good progress with laps now, halfway into the race. Yeah, nearly half a second quicker than the car in front last lap, but we do have a 2-second gap to close down. We're certainly a bit unstable on these tires now, just as they overheat. Car in front dives for pit lane. I've got a lapped car in front of us. They set a personal best lap last lap. That was a second quicker than the car behind us. Safety car sight. I probably should have pitted, to be honest. Yeah, I probably should have pitted to cover off. If I don't catch the safety car, I think I have to pit. If I stay, I have to make it to the next pit stop, otherwise I lose a lot of time. I only have 12 liters of fuel. So yeah, I'll take this pit stop now. Looks like a lot of the leaders have also followed suit. Hit our marks. Yeah, so we've fallen down to 8th with that pit stop, it looks like. Or 7th. Big winner in that is Ben Brown. He's up to 3rd. And is the leading car that's pitted, though they have pitted 5 times. Yeah, soft. You have to use 2 different compounds this race. The hards are slower because they're just too cold. So we are 44 laps into the race. We have, or this is lap 44. We have 34 laps to go. So we're going to have some cars that are on a slower tire in front of us, but it's a safer tire. We're on the soft, it's a riskier tire, it'll overheat, it'll slide around more. So it'll be interesting to see how the strategy goes. The leader is still yet to pit. We're up to 6th places. The other car that's yet to pit decided to take their pit stop. It'll be interesting to see what lap times we can do if we get a clean run through a bit of a rhythm here. So safety car is in this lap. We've quite a few lapped cars in the pack in front of us, I believe. You can see one on the relative, but it looks like we've definitely more than 6 cars in front of us on the minimap. People seem to go a bit early. Oh, that's a bump. I don't know why that lapped car was fighting me into that section, but it's cars in front that caused the crash. So we've got through first lap safely pretty much. A couple of lapped cars around us, which is a little bit annoying. This lapped car is holding me up. Forgot to open up DRS, so it should let us through here, which they do. It's alright, cost us time to those cars in front of us. Already lost quite a bit of time with the incident that we had to check up for though. So we are up into P5. One car on the hards in front of us. Quite a few lapped cars behind us, so we're not under any pressure. And we're pretty much running to the end of the race, hopefully. Of course, we don't know what safety cars are going to be like. A slide there off the curb. Can see how hot the tires are. Lapped car in front into the wall. Got S3. Gonna try and stay clear of the bump. While leaving space on the inside, just because the arrow meaning we didn't quite have straight line speed to make it past lapped car too easily. Five-and-a-half-second gap to the car in front now. Gonna be very difficult to close down. Very risky too with the soft tyres. I think best we can hope for is that we stay close enough to get P4 once the leader pits. I don't see myself having the pace to catch those in front. Of course, don't want to make any mistakes that could give a driver behind an opportunity. As we start lap 50 of 77. And leader did pit that lap. Obviously they ran out of fuel. Couldn't go any longer into the race. So with 27 laps to go, hopefully we can get into a nice longer green flag period. Hopefully we can be green flag to the end. I mean, this race would run for about another 35-ish minutes. 35, 40 minutes. Extending the gap to the car behind, but falling back from the cars in front. As such, just ending up in a bit of no man's land. Car spun there, but it's a lapped car. Oh, mistake from P3. Lap car lets us go through kindly. So yeah, P3 made a mistake that lap. Just trying to focus. Got 3 lapped cars. None of them are fighting for position, but that doesn't mean something can't go wrong and they block the track. Just trying to be heads up. Hopefully they S3 here, which they do. They nearly ran into the back of us. So yeah, P3 spun. Or went in deep, had to spin the car around. Obviously that's going to overheat the rear tyres, but they're on the hard compound, so it's not too bad. Oh, it looks like something else has happened in the hairpin where they've come into the pits. Lap car, thankfully, that's us through. Also, I did hear the current leader is having to fuel save and doesn't have the fuel to the end. That they'll have to pit, so we're currently a net P2, I believe. Of course, that can very quickly disappear should a ill-timed safety car come out or we lose the car on these soft tires that are very fragile with how much they're overheating. Knocking off laps now. Deep into the hairpin. Bit of a poor hairpin there. Ah. Just lost the rear end over the bumps into that corner. Gotta be careful on those rear tires there. Overheating. Just drive into the back of me, sure, why not? They nearly lost the car on that bump. Unfortunately, that did lose us P3. And Fayoff trying to hold on to P4 from the early race leader. I went for a send. It's well executed. Very costly mistake that. Car stepping out again. The rear tire's really struggling. That car is very slidey. Have to be very careful. I can just about match the time of the mediums with the soft tires. He's so risky. Eight and a half seconds back off of P3 after that. By holding on to the gap to the car behind. Lap car is going us through very generously. Lap car having issues. You can see there's still 20 people left in the race. So complete lap 63, start lap 64, 14 laps to go. Just gone too deep there. Luckily kept out of the wall. But lost all of the gap that I had to P6 now. Oh, car behind made a mistake. Dropped them back a couple of seconds. But honestly, I'm really struggling with these soft tires at the moment. That slide into T1, or turn 2 running deep. Really just overheating the tires, hurting them. Just really struggling with these tires. That's the risk of the soft tire. Gotta take it real easy. Just noticed the former leader is in the pits. Like the rear tires really overpressured, overheated. It looks like Ben, who was leading for that pit there, has ran into issues. thing is with these softs, they just never really cool down. They're a little bit cooler than they were, but they're still really overheated. Car's so slidey through this final sector. Alright, start lap 68, 10 laps to go. Just struggling so much with these tires. Just turn in, and the car instantly stepping out. Problem is, every time you slide the tire, it just overheats further, and the problem becomes worse and worse. Car's just lethal. I'm bleeding time to the cars behind. I only have a 4-second gap. It's becoming a bit like a drift car. How slidey this is. Just have to take it so easy. 7 laps to go as we start lap 71 of 77. Gap's only 1.7 seconds back to the car behind. Just losing so much time. You can see them in the mirror. Car spun out of the hairpin. Six laps to go. Though the leader is not too far behind, so I end up getting lapped before the end of this race. Oh, car behind heads into the pits. That's a big saving grace. Big saving grace there. Yeah, I'd love to stay on the lead lap here just to... You know, it'd be nice to not be lapped, complete every lap of the race, but... with how lethal this car is on these soft tyres, I don't see myself being able to stay in front. So now 1 lap down. So we come across the line, start lap 75. We should have 3 laps to go, but being lapped, it's 2 laps to go. So as we come up to the hairpin, we'll be starting, will be our final lap. After what's been a very long race. Thankfully, second half of the race has seen 1 safety car, I think. Which is thankfully, let's see the end of the race. Or stop this race from running too late. If anything, it's kind of hurt us on these soft tyres. Having to continuously push on them lap after lap. It's just caused them to be well overheated. Real struggle made. Few mistakes and still not far from making more. Lost us plenty of time. Retrospect, maybe I should have went the other way round on the tyre compounds. But that'll be checkered flag, P5. Which is still good considering we started 13th. But, that was a tiring race. Not an easy race to sort of come back to after a couple of weeks away. Of course, now my internet decides, hey, let's drop some frames. So apologies if you're seeing dropped frames. Yeah, that's a difficult race to come back to with. Okay, I'd practice, but that practice was about 2 weeks ago now. And I haven't done any racing in this rig for 2 weeks. And then I've gone and done some driving on another rig, which just really really didn't lead to. It was fun. It was a fun race, but definitely like not as. Find it a bit trickier to get into a rhythm than I would have liked to. Was a bit of a struggle, but yeah, that was as good fun. I'm going to stop the recording as I have 11 gigs left. I think I'll just delete that stream. The race, not amazingly exciting to say that I'll edit it into a highlights video. Yeah, there we are, finishing P5 after starting P13. I'm really thinking after that final stint, maybe it would have been, with hindsight, of course, maybe it would have been better to start with the soft tire and through all the safety car periods, and then run the medium tire in the second half of the race when we got into a rhythm. Of course, in that's hindsight. You never know going into a race what it's going to be like, safety car wise. So, yeah, not much you can do there. Oh, looks like my internet's dropping even more frames. So yeah, apologies that if you are getting dropped frames. But yeah, as usual, we'll still finish off with Art of Rally. Yeah, we'll still finish with the usual Art of Rally. So here we go. It's been a couple of weeks since the last stream that we did this. So yeah, let's start with the daily event. What time is it? It's 10:30. Yeah, so we've got a couple of hours to get in the events. Of course, it's been forever, so too far back to look at the last time. So we're Indonesia. We've got Group B car, I think. I didn't quite see what the class was. Let's not hit the high beam in the first corner. This car's a bit twitchy. Doesn't help clipping the inside rock. Welcome, Cora. We've just finished the race, so we're on to Art of Rally, just doing the daily event at the moment. This car is very soft. If anything, too soft. Ugh. All out of shape over the crest. Just over halfway through the stage now. Got that corner quite nicely. finish not too far away now. Just about avoid the tree. Couple of corners to go. Don't hit a hay bale. Into the final corner. 241.5 then for the daily event. Puts us 62nd, top 25%. That's a little bit down on where I'd like to be, but just a bit out of practice, let's say. But yeah, let's have a little look then at the weekly event. We can look back at how we did, not last week, but I did actually do that this weekly event, but not on my account. There we go. There's the time for you. I did that on RD's account. I don't know where that's positioned, fortunately. But yeah, we'll get to complete this event. We've got, again, I completely zoned out on what class we're in. The lack of sleep from last night, well, I say lack of, well, it is lack of, didn't get any sleep last night. Managed to get a couple of hours on the ferry today as I was coming home. Big sand over that jump. Too much of a sand. Way too much of a sand, but kind of said screw it. Oh, that's an awkward landing. It's a good recovery, but of course cost us a bit of time. Might have a bit of damage from hitting that tree now too. There's the finish. Bit of a slide over the final corner. There'll be a 2:37.8. Puts us 139 for love. Love time to make up in the remaining stages. We get on to night stage. Can't repair the car. Don't know why I'm even trying. You can tell I'm like so out of it tonight. We have a bit of a shorter 2-mile stage here. Started with a couple of corners on tarmac, then into the normal gravel. Big jump. Bit of a corner cut there. Oh, watch the rear end sliding around. I do feel like the car is a little bit damaged. Watch the change of direction, nearly drove into the truck there. Up to the finish of 124.4 for the second stage of the weekly event. Gets us up to 84th in the top 20%. Now move on to 3.7 mile stage. No repairs to make. Very technical stage. Oh, the car's sliding around. The stages feel really long. Just lost the rear end on grass. Welcome, Iris. It was lovely meeting you last weekend. I can't believe that's almost a week ago now. Time has flown by in the last couple of weeks. It's a little dodgy. Yeah, we've finished the Formula 3 race not too long ago. And we're into the Art of Rally events, specifically the weekly event. This is the third stage. Yeah, oh, there's the finish. 3-minute 1.3 for that stage. Dropped down to 92nd, so dropped a couple of positions. Was a little bit messy. Now we ran the first stage back. Yeah, time really just flies these days, doesn't it? Oh, that's a weird twitch. Not quite sure what happened there, but that's definitely not going to help in trying to make up lost time. I do have to ask, Iris, I think I did remember seeing you mentioning in Discord your back was still aching a little bit from karting on Sunday. But how is the body? Are you still feeling the effects of 50 minutes of karting, or has your body recovered? Oh, that's a really bad bounce. The rear just really awkwardly bounced up into the air. Couldn't get the car then slowed down. Broken for a few days. Yeah, it was very intense. I'm so glad we picked 2 shorter races rather than 1 longer race. Okay, finished the final stage of the weekly event, 235.6. Gets us back up to 86th in the top 20%. Shouldn't by that mistake early on, but yeah, I just kind of struggled through that. I am certainly feeling the bit tiredness and bit hungry after what has technically been a very long day. Given I didn't sleep at all during the night and I only got about 2.5 hours of sleep on the ferry. Yeah, your back was bruised. Yeah, Iris, did you take one of the sort of rubber booster seats, or were you kind of like everyone else and didn't realize you could take one? Because yeah, those. No, you didn't. Yeah, I mean, I knew they were. I seen them there, and it's like I can't remember. I think they were briefly mentioned in the sort of safety video for it, but it's like I just knew they were there, and I remember the one time from my local place I didn't have one. I was like, oh yeah, it was painful. So I was like, yeah, make sure I grab one. But yeah, if you don't do karting regularly and you don't know about them, and when they're not offered, yeah, you just you don't realize that they're there. Um, but yeah, it was definitely not having one of those booster seats. Not too surprised at the bruising. But yeah, one long race would have broken me too. Like trying to hold on. My arms and hands were okay, but trying for my body to hold on. Second race, you were ducking down for aerodynamics. That probably made it worse. Yeah, that probably it doesn't help. But like crouching and bending the back. No, I don't think that would be helping. Yeah, my sort of ribs and were getting a little bit tired. Um, towards the end of the races, just with how grippy the track and the tarmac was. So yeah, uh, I am so tired at the moment. Yeah, back pain isn't fun. your arms died anyway, no experience with the angle of the wheel. Yeah, the karts don't have a lot of turning. It's like 160 degrees max. That's for one full lock to full lock. Is massively fun. Yeah, everyone seemed to enjoy themselves, which is the main part. Um, I'm really glad everyone did because everyone did really well too. Between everyone else, between the first and second races, gained sort of on average 1.5, 2 seconds on their lap times, which was really great to see. You know, that's a good step of improvement. So yeah, everyone did really well, and everyone finishing too. Yeah, to be honest, I would have loved to have had a few more people there karting. That would have made it even more fun. But yeah, it was quite last minute organized. It was only like Thursday or Friday that we organized it before Sunday, so it was like 2, 3 days. We've been very late notice. But yeah, it would have been fun to have another couple of people there for a one-off karting event. Her passing you like nothing, Kurt Quinn confirmed. Yeah, obviously I didn't see much of what happened. Welcome, Ice Pyro. Sorry, we're not too far from ending stream. We've the race finished by nearly half an hour ago now, and we've ran through the Art of Rally events for today and this week, and I'm quite tired. If you don't know, I didn't get any sleep last night as I had to get up early to catch a ferry to come back home, and I've only had about 2.5 hours of sleep, and I've also not had any food today either. So I'll have to go sort that out. Wish done your back do- you'd done your back doing that and not sat on food still at your sister's on Thursday. Well, I hope your back's all right. I know in the beds we were sleeping in, because of course we were all staying at. Um, you just moved out of the way. Yeah, I mean, even between the two races, like the first race, I could get past everyone like without blue flags, um, because you were all struggling with lines, running a little deep into corners, so I could like get cut back, get on the throttle early, and get alongside on the exit, and so I passed most times with like blue flags needed. But then the second race, everyone really needed and tidied up the racing lines, being a bit braver, so a bit more confident, and is actually much harder in the second race. I had to rely a lot more on the blue flags. Um, I'm I kind of wish I was tempted to say, hey, I'll start at the back for the second race and see how long it takes me to get past everyone. Um, After the first race, I didn't think it'd be too much of a challenge, so I was like, I didn't think it would be worth it. But having actually done the second race and seeing how much everyone improved, it actually could have been somewhat interesting. Yeah, I do need food. I've no idea what I'm gonna be having. Um, but yeah, it's getting close to 11 o'clock. Pasta. I'm not making pasta this time. Not just for myself. I don't even know if there is any pasta in the house. I think we had pasta like one of the days leading up to when I left. I've no idea. I've not been in the house for. You think you started pushing too much? A couple of slippery moments. Yeah, I mean the first corner on the track, the tarmac was breaking up quite a bit, so every lap the cart was just sliding there a bit. Also, it's like you're never gonna know where the limit is until you kind of push a little bit beyond it. Um, so it's like, hey, if you have a couple of slippery moments, you know, like you don't know, we don't know. I mean, support you live there. I'll not say where, obviously. But you live where that karting place is, so you could technically go back at any time. I suppose Artie isn't too far. Eddie and Amy too. So it's like Amy wasn't there. But it's like you all could go there. But it's like for me, Ira, Fiona, we're not going to be there again, so might as well push and have some fun. That's what matters. And hey, bit of sliding around can be a bit of fun. So yeah, it's not often you go karting, so might as well have fun while you're at it. Yeah, fun number one, definitely. Yeah. Like the fact everyone said they had fun, it's like that's the main thing for me. That everyone had fun. That's great. Great to hear. The fact that then that everyone also did so well themselves, um, that's cherry on the cake. A nice wee extra bonus. Um, but yeah, I've been as much as I kind of would like to yap on a bit. Haven't done karting in years. Snow tracks 4 hours away, but always a joy from what you remember. Yeah, it's a shame there aren't too many karting places because it's certainly fun to do karting, but to go back to the same place, like if you've got that one place that's close to you, okay, that's nice. You can do a bit of karting, but to go continuously go back to that same place over and over again, it does get a little bit boring if you don't have the options. And then if you've got nothing, yeah, it's kind of a pain. Um, yeah, it is a shame, and it isn't. Um, it's not cheap too. It is a little bit expensive, but hey, when you've got people round for once in a year's time and together, and hey, there's a place not too far away. Hey, it makes for a pretty good time and great occasion, especially when you're all into racing to begin with. Something nice and relevant. Yeah, I would have loved to have done another couple of things, like maybe gone bowling or mini golf. Like I know where I live, there's a couple of places local for mini golf and bowling and ice skating, but that's where I live. Obviously we weren't here. There wasn't any places local to Arties or anywhere, so it was stuff we didn't get to do. I think some Fiona did mention, oh yeah, there was like a mini golf course, but it was like a 2 hour drive away, and it's like, especially when there was five of us crammed into a car for a 2 hour drive to go do mini golf, and then 2 hours back, it would have been a little rough. But again, I need to just cut this off here because I do need to go get food. Um, I do want to also get to bed at a decent time. Um, so yes, thank you all for coming along, even if um, it was mostly towards the end. But yeah, thank you for coming on, Cora, Aris, Ice, Gigi are there on as well. Um, hopefully, I don't know when the next stream's going to be. I will try and do another one in the next week. Hopefully, get another one in the next week. But on Thursday, I'm going back over to England for the Silverstone Festival, which is the now Silverstone Classic. It used to be the Classic. now they call it Silverstone Festival, but yeah, I'm going over for that weekend and then spending a little bit of time going to London, visiting the F1 exhibition while it's there, Brooklands Museum as well. So, a bit of time in England with the parents, which should be hopefully good fun as well. But yeah, spending quite a bit of time in England this month. More time in England than at home. Anyway, yes, I've got a busy few days ahead before that happens. So yes, thank you for the well wishes. Thank you all for being here. Hopefully, we'll have something before then. If not, there'll always be something uh, when I get back. Yes, until next time, thank you all being here. Thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves, as I'm about to do so myself. And yes, I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.